Well, we have a long tradition of honoring our veterans with parades and events every November. And as many of us are showing our appreciation to the veterans in our lives, what we perhaps don't realize is that the holiday can be overwhelming for a returning veteran recovering from their time on the front lines. Here's a look at some etiquette tips to follow on this Veterans Day weekend.
And almost feel like an exile in your own country, John.
Sean Parnell chronicled his time in Afghanistan in the book Outlaw Platoon. The transition home was not easy, and he's very open about the pain.
So I did what every combat veteran does. I said, you know, these civilians will just never understand. And I locked that pain away inside of myself, and I promised myself to never talk about it again.
But Parnell says there needs to be a bridge from soldiers to civilians.
Civilians can't be afraid to ask about it. Veterans can't be afraid to talk about it.
So the grocery store encounter with a veteran wearing his service for you to see is important.
If you want to say thank you for his service, I can guarantee that veteran will really appreciate that because they don't hear that enough.
Steve Monteleone's service was also in the sandbox and now works with veterans here through It's About the Warrior. He says the encounters that you have with veterans don't need to be in depth, just gratitude.
Most veterans are kind of pretty humble and don't want to make a big scene about their service.
Look, to me, if someone says thank you for your service to me, I'm always so grateful, you know, and most veterans, 99.9% of veterans are going to feel the same way.
Parnell says with Vietnam veterans in particular, not only does he thank them for their service, but he also adds welcome home, because their coming home experience was not as welcoming at the time due to the controversy over the Vietnam War in the 70s. As for the depth of the conversation with the vet, well, beyond thank you, you kind of have to read the room. If it seems like they want to talk more, be willing to listen. John Shumway, KDKA TV News.